Hi folks, Doug here. Ellis Car Customs wearing my Kyle Carter shirt. If you haven't watched Carter's auto restyling, you should watch him. He's a good channel. Um, this will be another video of tying up loose ends. Our parts are dry that we did for the window, so we'll try to get the driver's door window in and operating the way it's supposed to with all our redesigned and custom made parts. Hopefully everything will work out just fine. I'm making this video here before I've put up the one before it, so I don't know what the comments are going to say yet until that video goes up. So I'm going to go business as usual until you all catch up with me. I'm like 2 videos ahead. I like to try to at least be a couple ahead in case something comes up and I don't get anything done. But as soon as that catches up, if there's any changes that need to be made to the channel to increase your viewing pleasure, we'll do what we can. I know probably part of it is a lot of the other channels I watch, they have variety. They're working on more than one car, you know, versus this channel we're following one car from start to finish, from the ground up, and we're not interrupting it with other cars being worked on. That may be a good thing, that may be a bad thing. I mean, sometimes it's good to have a little variety. Every now and then, that's why I try to throw in a video of something totally unrelated, like showing the cars on the hill, or showing the work I did on the Jeep, or my mom's truck, things like that. But I am looking for the next project to do after this is done. And like I said, I do have projects around here I could do, but nothing I want to part with when it's done. And all the money is going one way, and it's not coming back the other way, so to speak. You know, because if I keep sinking money into cars I don't want to sell, you know, granted I do have a lot of value in the cars, but you can only register and insure so many. Where I live in New York, in order to have a plate on the car, it has to have insurance, even if it's something that you don't drive very often. You have to have insurance on it, or else you can't have plates. There are states like Vermont, if you park a car for the winter, you can take the insurance off of it and not have to turn in your plates. And that would be handy for me, but I live on the wrong side of the border, so I don't get to do that. So meanwhile, while my cars sit in garages all winter and don't move a muscle, they have to be fully insured. But that's New York for you. But we'll see what we can get done tonight. I started, you see it, but I started going through all these wires in the front here and dividing them off into what direction they're heading. And I know it's printed on each wire what they do, but I put big tape tabs on there so I could at a glance tell what everything is without having to squint and read what it says on the wire. So that's something I want to get tied up. You know, we'll try to get some stuff done that needs to be done, and we've got parts in the pipeline that are on their way here that'll help us get a little further to our goal. But I appreciate you coming, and hope you stick around. So this is the first time in all the years I've owned this Mustang, which is 12 years that it's ever had snow on it. I didn't get it inside in time, and now it's buried in snow. But I'm hoping I can find a place somewhere under cover to put the thing before it snows again. So I test fitted my piece that I made with the holes drilled out for it. It lines up just fine, and you can see why it has to be longer, why the old rusty one over here, this one, if I can grab it, why this would have had to have been stretched, because if you line them holes up, it was not going to be long enough. So we made our brandy new one there, and it's gonna do what it's supposed to. This, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure, this has to slide onto the peg for the window regulator that rolls it up and down. It can't be on the window first, because this has to be on the peg, and then you feed the window down into the door and you screw this thing to the window. So hopefully that works out. So there's another loose end tied up. There's a real thick rubber on these Nomads that goes over the top here that the window seals to, which I don't have. I think you can get them. They don't give them away. But another thing I have to get for this door is I don't have the window stops. There's stops that go in there with a little plunger down there, and there's like parts that jut out on the bottom of the channel that keeps it from rolling up too far. But I don't have those, so I'll have to get a set of those for this door. But yeah, our lengthened channel in the back worked out the way it should. Our shortened channel here that we sectioned out lined up with the holes, so that's good. And roll this down. And our homemade channel worked good in there. Rides on the pegs. Window goes up and down okay. Hard to do this while filming, but yeah. So we'll call that a success. So next on my hit parade, I have this piece that holds our blower motor in. It goes on there like that. Lines up with that. This has got to be cleaned up and painted. I've got, I want to pull my splash pan back off. get that into paint. The other thing I have to do is, in order to line these fenders up, I don't have any shims in the core support right now. What it's telling me is the core support has to come up to bring those fenders back to the cowl, because they're up tight against the inner fenders, but because this is down, it won't let them come back to the cowl, so they actually have to raise up. When they raise up, they'll go in on both sides. I just stuck this here, you know, to have it here, but I knew at some point it was going to have to be shimmed, so I got to work on that in order to work on the fitment of the fenders. So we got some more odds and ends to do. There, so we got that piece into paint, inside and out. And we got our homemade splash pan into paint. I mean, it's It's not gorgeous, but it'll do for us for something you can't see much of, because basically from here over on both sides was homemade. Just the center section was all I was able to save. If you go back a few episodes, probably quite a few now, the Pandemonium episodes, where we rebuilt the side ears of this splash pan, you'll see how much we had to build versus how much was left of the old one. But between being hidden by the grill and hidden by everything else, the parts that you see, it's not terrible, I guess. Next thing we got to do is pull these smaller pieces out on both sides and finish repairing those. I wanted, back when I was working on the pan, I wanted to make sure, everything was going to fit. And it fits pretty good. Now we just got to do a little repair work on these and get them into paint. And then, like I said, I've got to raise the core support up to shim it and make everything fit the way it's supposed to. Right now it's just sitting flush on the frame there with no shims in it. But I'm going to have to find out what I did with the shims or make my own. But we'll get things lined up. My buddy snuck in while I was working. It's their dinner time, and I think White Toes being the honorary shop cat, I think the other cats send him down to say, dude, we're hungry. Come, go get him. Tell him come up here and feed us. So I gotta hurry up and get that done. So this one might be a short episode. I mean, nothing wrong with short episodes, I guess. I mean, we made some progress today. We got our window installed with all our homemade pieces and rolling up and down in good fashion. So we'll call that a win. And got our splash pan all sanded down and into paint, and our bracket for the blower motor all sanded down and into paint. So little steps along the way. Like I said, next episode I'll get those other two pieces out and patch up the little corners that need to be patched up and get them into paint so that the splash pan can be assembled, and whatever other bits we can find. So yeah, like I said, I'm making this video before I've gotten the feedback on the last video as far as whether or not we need to make changes around here or not to enhance everybody's viewing pleasure. But it's one of them things, if you don't want me to be on as often, I am going to miss, the interaction we get on a regular basis. But well, I'm sure we'll still communicate. So I better get up there and feed my cats. Thanks for coming. Hope you come back. Hope if you're new, you'll at least give me a couple episodes to earn your business. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peekaboo. What are you going to do when the heater core arrives? You're not going to have your little access door, buddy.